Some of the years with the biggest hurricanes that have hit, there's only been one that has hit. It just takes that one.
It just takes one. I remember Andrew was a very quiet year in '92. I think it had like
Katrina?
6, 7 storms. Katrina was during a more active year, but yeah, that one just was one big storm. And I want to put these numbers up again, guys, because this bears repeating. This is the biggest preseason or any time of the year forecast that Colorado State, formerly Dr. Gray and now his protege Dr. Klotzbaugh, since Dr. Gray's passed, but 23 named storms. If we just have this will be the third most active season on record, okay? So is this a slam dunk? Absolutely not. There are so many factors that can go into this. Upper level wind shear that may be over the Atlantic, the dry air off Africa, all these inhibiting factors. But the number one thing for us to kind of focus on now is the same thing we had last year. We had near record or record warm water temperatures. And I just sampled these. Anytime it's 80 degrees or higher, that is warm enough for tropical development. We're already 80 in the Gulf. We're low 80s down here to the south, including not just the temperature, but how much warmer than average. This is the anomaly. And you can see how red everything is here. Just about everything warmer than average, and right through here, this is called the main development region, where the tropical waves come across and they can develop under the right conditions. We're 3 to 4 degrees Fahrenheit above average and already at summer levels in April. Okay, so that's the fuel. The other side of this is this current of cooler water coming in off the west coast of South America. This is a developing La Nina. And last year we had the warm waters, but we had El Nino. We had strong wind shear through here. So we had almost nothing develop in the Gulf and the Caribbean other than Idalia. This usually portends a lot more activity closer to the U.S. So we think it's going to be not only active, but more active in our part of the world. So something for us to watch very closely, and for you as well. 75 in Daytona, beautiful weather in the meantime after yesterday's storms. We're 70s across the board right now with a west wind. It's going to be a rather airish evening for you here. Temperatures cooling back in the 50s tonight without that blanket of clouds overhead. Claremont, temperatures dropping quickly into the mid 50s by 2 o'clock in the morning. In fact, overnight lows back in the low 50s to upper 40s north and west, and breezy, somewhat cool evening, but outstanding weather from tomorrow all the way through the weekend. We'll keep the cooler mornings around and very pleasant afternoons. A gradual warm up. Not until next week will we see those 80s again, maybe as early as Sunday. And I really don't have any rain till perhaps Thursday into Friday of next week, depending on how slow poke this next frontal system will be. 7-day forecast, weekend always in view. 50s, 50s, and more 50s at night. Upper 70s for Friday and the upcoming weekend, near 80 by Sunday. Back in the mid to upper 80s. And again, trying to time out that next storm system, it's going to be about 7 days out.